In a faraway kingdom, there lived a wise but anxious king. He always worried about making the right decisions. He believed that if he could answer 3 important questions, he would never fail in life. The questions were, what is the right time to do everything? Who is the most important person? And what is the most important thing to do? The king wanted to find the answers, but no one in the kingdom could tell him. Scholars, priests, and advisors all tried, but they gave different answers, and none seemed correct. The king became more restless every day. Finally, he decided that he would seek the advice of a hermit known for his wisdom. This hermit lived alone in a small forest at the edge of the kingdom. One early morning, the king dressed simply and left his palace. He rode his horse slowly through the quiet streets of the town. People stared at him, surprised to see their ruler traveling alone. The king ignored them and followed the path into the deep forest. He thought carefully about his 3 questions while walking. After several hours, he reached the hermit's small hut. Before he could knock, he saw a man sitting by the hut. The man looked weak and sick. He was shivering and seemed cold and hungry. The king realized that this person needed help. He quickly removed his cloak and wrapped it around the man, then gave him some bread and water from his own supplies. The man smiled weakly and thanked the king. "You are very kind, Your Majesty," he said. The king wanted to ask his questions, but before he could, he noticed that another man was running toward him. The man was armed and dangerous. He had followed the king and wanted to harm him. The king's heart raced. He had to act quickly. He stepped forward to protect the sick man, using his strength and courage to face the attacker. At the same time, the hermit appeared quietly behind the enemy and helped the king stop him. After the danger passed, the king realized something important. He had been completely focused on the present moment, helping the sick man and protecting him. The questions he had worried about all his life seemed less important than his actions at that moment. He looked at the man he had helped, the person in danger, and the hermit who guided him. He understood that these people, here and now, were the most important. The hermit smiled and said, "Do you see, Your Majesty? You have already answered your 3 questions without asking me. The right time is now, because the present is all you ever truly have. The most important person is the one who is with you and needs your help. The most important thing to do is to do good and help others." The king listened carefully and nodded. He finally understood that knowledge from books and advice from scholars could not replace experience and action. Worrying about the future or the past would never guide him correctly. Only attention to the present, care for those around him, and honest, helpful deeds could lead to success and happiness. After thanking the hermit, the king returned to his palace. He continued to rule, but he changed his way of thinking. Each day he paid attention to the people around him, especially those who needed help. He worked patiently, listened to everyone, and acted kindly. The kingdom became peaceful and prosperous, and people admired their king not only for his wisdom, but also for his fairness, courage, and care. The story of the king's 3 questions spread across the kingdom and beyond. Children learned the importance of helping others. Adults remembered to live in the present, and everyone understood that small actions of kindness often have the greatest value. The king never again doubted what to do, for he had discovered the secret of life. Act now, value the people around you, and always do good.